Y'all, I had no idea Louisiana had anything like this. I mean, really? You going hiking in Louisiana? Who'da thunk it? I mean, we're on a trail still. We made a very unfortunate choice in the beginning. They let me lead. And we ended up in a creek bottom where we had lunch. It was delightful. Now we're walking over a mountain, but the trail we're supposed to be on, the backbone trail, is like a horseshoe shaped. And we're cutting straight through the middle of the horseshoe over the mountain.
It is getting thicker, and if we are cutting straight through, then there's probably not going to be any bounces.
We were following the flags, trying to get back to a trail, and seem to lose the trail, but we're in the middle of a circle of trails, so now we're just going northwest and we'll cross the trail eventually. A little bushwhacking today.
Just think of how well we're gonna sleep tonight.
Found it. Back to where we started. High five.
Oh yeah.
Just as a note, as cool as the creek is, if you're trying to hike the backbone trail, you should not be crossing it until you get to the center, but not like 2 miles in. About a half a mile from the parking lot, if you're leaving from the north trailhead, there is one trail goes straight and it leads down into the valley to the creek where we crossed over and then got lost. And then the other one goes left. There's a little orange sign with an arrow on it, and there's actually a pile of logs in the road that try to block you from going the wrong direction. And if you keep going straight instead of turning off, it leads you out into the center where there's a creek, or I guess it's over here. And you end up at this creek, and then the trail runs out. If you're going on Backbone Trail, be sure to stay to the left. Lesson learned. I'm not allowed to lead anymore.
You know, it was my fault for already getting us lost.
Should have had a map. So roughly 2 miles into the trail, there is one that forks off to the left if you're coming from the north trailhead, called the High Ridge Trail.
I think it is a beetle. It's probably a dung beetle, because that might be shit.
Beautiful out here, and I've got great company, which is really what it's all about. And yeah, I'm traveling, you know.
Yes, exactly. It's a goal of mine. 0 friends on Facebook.
One of the reasons we're out here is Darcy and James linked up on the internet. She was trying to figure out where to hike, and he gave us guidance, and it just so happened that we were here on the same weekend.
I want to say that was early during the quarantine stuff. She was asking what's open to hike and what's available, and I was actually here on the trail, and I took a photograph of my tent over the overlook right here and posted it, and was like, yes, it's opened. And then she had asked some questions about gear, and I'm an amateur, but I've been doing it about 5 years, and I gave her my opinion, and turns out she pretty much already had the gear she was asking about, and I just confirmed that I use it too and I like it. Here in Louisiana, hiking trails are relatively flat and short. So up here at Kisatchie, the Backbone Trail, I think, is the best local trail for any kind of hills and variety of terrain. That it's central Louisiana. It's got the hills, terrain's nice. So the Backbone Trail is my favorite. It's short, 7 miles. It's got water access. If you want to go longer, you can do the Dorman Trail, which is 11 miles. It's more of a flat terrain through the woods. Not as much of a view per se, but it's also right here. This is where I'll hike locally. I've been to Arkansas, to Eagle Rock Loop 6 or 7 times. It's usually my annual November trip. It's a 7-hour drive from Lake Charles, where I live. So, but those are kind of my go-to places, and I'm always looking for 30 to 50 mile loops. Anywhere, I'll drive there, and that's kind of what I like to do. Good trail etiquette says she should be leashed. I have a leash handy and ready, but she does real good. She wants to be on it.
I love it. She's a great guard dog. Last night we have an unconfirmed pig that came running through camp, and she was on it. No pigs hanging around here. So can I see your bracelet? Well, we have reached near the end of our journey. And to help others avoid making the same pitfall we did and continuing straight down the logging road, we made an arrow in the ground that points you down the correct Backbone Trail. Last night when we got back to camp, I just kind of set my camera down and got some really cool pictures of the stars. That's the great thing about having a point and shoot with a f1.8 is that I can shoot stars with a camera that fits in my backpack. It's the Sony RX100. And we hung out with James and his crew last night. 2 people with him, a father and his daughter, are the first 2 people I've met in person that have had COVID. And the father, at 53, in absolutely fantastic shape, said he was sick for like 6 weeks. And it took almost a month before they diagnosed him. He went to pick his daughter up from college. They were talking on the cell phone to someone. He handed her her cell phone and thinks that's when she contracted it. She was sick with a fever for like a week, and then both of them were over it. And this was right just before or right as quarantine was starting. And now we're out here hiking in the woods. It's been a great trip. Hope y'all enjoyed meeting everyone. Oh wait, we're not done yet. I gotta talk to Darcy and Kayla. Let's find out what their favorite part of the trip was. I mean, this was Darcy's first time and Kayla's second overnight backpacking trip, so a lot of lessons learned on this one. The lessons that Dixie didn't already teach them on YouTube. So we camped about here last night, and then the water source is where the creek crosses the trail somewhere in here. And that's it. We made it.
Yay!
High five.
Hell yeah. We survived the night.
First backpacking trip. Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
What did you enjoy most about it? What did you enjoy most?
The sunrise and breakfast and quiet and coffee and our picnic spot that we accidentally found.
Yes. And what caught you off guard? What was the bad part?
Getting lost in the woods and panicking and only holding your compass for comfort.
Darcy has a trail name now. It's Compass.
Woohoo!
All right, and this was your second trip. Oh, this is Kayla. Doesn't she have awesome hair? Like, that's what I would like mine to look like someday.
Your hair does look like that.
Sometimes, if I put gel in it. So this is your second trip. What was the best part of this one?
I think the best part was the teamwork when we got lost, and I think getting lost was really funny. The views were really pretty on this one. Yeah.
And what was the worst part?
The chub rub, for sure.
We're in that together. It's a universal problem.
Biker shorts. Biker shorts.
What about getting away? Did you forget about your life at home while you're hiking?
Oh gosh, absolutely. Especially when we were lost and trying to survive in the wilderness.
Oh yeah, like took your mind off of everything.
Absolutely.
Got something else to focus on. You know, it's all about priorities. All right, this is the end. We're going to eat Subway and they're going gear shopping. I guess I'm gonna get back on the trail for wheeled vehicles across the United States. And we'll be doing some more hiking soon. I love you guys. I hope you have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see y'all soon. Peace.
We love